Hello, it's Michael here at Embark. Hope everybody's having a great day. This is a short video to show you how to set up new areas, fields, and locations, and to create tanks so that you can start tracking your inventory in Prodesy. So first, once you've logged into Prodesy, make sure that you select the customer that you're working with. If you have access to more than one, just navigate to the top of your screen and choose the customer that you're working with. To create a new area, just navigate to Field Editor in the bottom left-hand corner. And here you can start creating new areas. Within each area, you can, once you highlight the area, you can create multiple fields. And then once you've chosen that field, you can start setting up your locations. Every area can have multiple fields. Every field can have multiple locations. Once these are created, you do have the option to rename the locations or relocate them, i.e. you can move them to a different field and go from there. Once you have your location created, navigate to Field Data Capture on the lower left hand of the screen and choose Areas and Fields. Select the area field and find the location, and then choose Go to Location. Here you've got your basic screen of information. To add a new tank, just choose Add Tank in the top right hand of your screen. And here you can create your tanks. So you can set up tank ID, names, IDs, anything that you want. Typical standard that's used is to use nomenclature relating to the type of product that's in the tank, but you can do this however you want. If you have a tank dip chart and you're wanting to enter dip levels to calculate volumes, choose from the drop-down list and see if you can find your dip chart here. If you cannot find your dip chart here, just get in touch with Embark and we will make sure your dip chart gets entered into the tank. If you do add a dip chart reference to this tank and you have an adjustment factor or like an amount that needs to be added every time you enter a dip level, you just put that factor here. Enter your tank capacity. It's important to enter this accurately as the number of calculations that drive off this tank capacity level. And if there's an injection point for this setup, enter that here as well. And this does flow through to various reports. So again, important to edit. Once you've created that, choose the product that's going to be in the tank. This can be changed later, but you want to start up with an initial product entry. And so choose your product. It will default to how that product is set up, and enter the initial fill date or when you're going to start the tank. It's a good idea at this process to enter your initial inventory. We recommend just entering a 0 inventory to start, or if you have a tank that's got an initial inventory in it, just enter that starting inventory, say 200, and don't enter any deliveries or anything. You're just setting up your initial inventory here. You can start with your target rate, your recommended rate, and if you have a ppm for this treatment, you can enter that at this point to establish your trends. And once you're done with that, just hit submit, and you've got hit submit here, and your initial tank is set up. And then you can start entering inventories and carrying on from there.